Ever found yourself standing in a room, completely clueless why you walked in there? Or staring at your laptop, unable to focus on even the simplest task? Maybe words feel just out of reach, and conversations drift into mental static. That hazy, sluggish, mentally off feeling has a name: brain fog. And you're not imagining it. Brain fog isn't a medical diagnosis. It doesn't show up on scans or blood tests. But for millions, it's a real and frustrating mental state, one where thinking becomes effortful, memory feels slippery, and everything takes just a little more energy than it should. It's like your brain's Wi-Fi signal is weak, and every thought is buffering. But what causes it? Is it a sign of something serious, or just a byproduct of modern life? And more importantly, how do we clear it? Let's dive into what science actually says about brain fog, and why this fuzzy mental state might be your brain's way of crying out for balance. First, what is brain fog, neurologically speaking? It's not a disease itself, but a symptom, a byproduct of disruptions in how your brain processes information. Cognitive scientists describe it as a temporary state of hypofunctioning in key areas like the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus, decision-making, and working memory. When brain fog hits, this region operates below its normal efficiency. It's still online, just lagging, like an overloaded server. Now here's where things get interesting. Brain fog has many causes, but they all seem to affect the same systems: attention, memory, and processing speed. One major culprit? Inflammation. When your body is inflamed, due to stress, illness, poor sleep, or even processed food, your immune system releases molecules called cytokines. These chemical messengers can cross into the brain, interfering with neurotransmitter activity and slowing down mental processes. This is especially common in people recovering from viral infections, like COVID, the flu, or mono. Another frequent trigger is sleep deprivation. When you're not sleeping well, or not sleeping enough, your brain doesn't get the chance to clear out waste proteins that accumulate during the day. Without this nightly cleanup, those proteins build up, impairing neural communication. Think of it like trying to run a marathon with mud-caked shoes. And let's not forget chronic stress. When your brain is under constant threat, deadlines, social media, news overload, it releases cortisol. Short bursts of cortisol sharpen the mind. But over time, elevated levels begin to disrupt synaptic function, especially in areas responsible for memory and concentration. Add to that a lack of exercise, poor nutrition, digital overstimulation, hormonal changes, and even dehydration, and it's no wonder our brains sometimes feel like they're operating under a dense cloud. But here's the good news: brain fog is not permanent. And your brain is more resilient than you think. Before we dive into the science-backed ways to clear brain fog, this is a perfect moment to pause. If this resonates with you, like this video, drop a comment with the last time you felt foggy or zoned out, and subscribe for more eye-opening videos on how your brain really works. Alright, let's talk solutions. One of the most powerful tools? Sleep hygiene. Not just getting more sleep, but better quality sleep. This means winding down at the same time each night, cutting off screens before bed, and keeping your sleep environment cool and dark. Good sleep doesn't just clear brain fog, it supercharges your memory and mood. Next up, move your body. Aerobic exercise, like brisk walking, cycling, or dancing, increases blood flow to the brain and boosts the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that helps neurons grow and communicate. Even 20 minutes a day can improve mental clarity. Then there's nutrition. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, leafy greens, berries, and whole grains all reduce inflammation and fuel the brain. On the flip side, processed sugars and junk food do the opposite, spiking your blood sugar, then crashing your attention span. One underestimated factor? Hydration. Your brain is 75% water. Even mild dehydration can shrink brain tissue and impair focus. If you've been feeling fuzzy, try drinking a tall glass of water. Seriously, it can help. But perhaps the most underrated fix of all is this: single tasking. We live in an age of distractions: phones, tabs, emails, notifications. Your brain was not designed to multitask, and forcing it to do so fragments attention and drains mental energy. One of the simplest ways to clear brain fog is to slow down, focus on one thing at a time, and give your mind room to breathe. And finally, consider mindfulness or meditation. These practices train your prefrontal cortex to stay present, improve attention span, and even reshape brain structure over time. Just 10 minutes a day can rewire how your brain handles chaos and stress. So no, you're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not losing it. Brain fog is your brain's smoke signal, a sign that something in your internal ecosystem is off balance. And often, small, consistent lifestyle shifts can make a huge difference in lifting that fog. When you support your brain with sleep, movement, food, focus, and calm, the clarity comes back. The sharpness returns. Your thoughts sink again. Like fog lifting after a storm, revealing what was always there, your full potential. Because under the haze, your brain is still brilliant.